In this video, let's look at how to make the animation you have just seen. Add a plane and subdivide it several times. Each vertex you add is going to be a ball, so we're going to need a lot of subdivisions. Add a UV sphere. We're going to use this as a particle instance for our mesh to create instances of this sphere on each vertex. So add a particle system to the plane and set render as to object. Then select the sphere as your instance object. Now make sure the start and end frame are set to 1. This will make sure that all the particles we have are emitted at the same time. Then under source, change emission from to vertices and turn off random order so that each vertex gets one sphere. You can adjust the scale of the spheres by changing the scale under the render options. If you have too many gaps, increase your particle count and also subdivide your mesh further. Make sure none of the spheres intersect, as that might cause a few issues when it comes to time to simulate. You can guarantee this by making sure that the particle count is equal to the number of vertices in your mesh. Your mesh vertex count is on the right side of the bottom of your window. Now go to your modifiers and apply the particle modifier. Also make sure you remove the particle system from the mesh and hide the mesh. We don't need it anymore. You can also select the spheres and have them in their own collection so that they are easier to select. Then select all the spheres, go under object, rigid body, and add active to give them a rigid body type. To make the simulation faster, change the collision shape from convex hull to sphere. With all the spheres still selected, make sure to right click and copy to selected so that you can transfer all the settings you have here to all the selected spheres. Now add a plane and make it your floor by giving it a rigid body type of passive and scaling it to fit all the spheres. If you play back now, all the particles should start falling down onto the ground. Now you can go to the top view and use the selection tool to draw whatever shape you want. For this, I drew a smiling face just because I'm called Ismaus. Cheesy, huh? We're going to give the selected spheres a lower mass so that they are lighter than the unselected spheres. Make sure you have at least one active sphere in your selection so that you can change its setting, and also after you change the setting or the mass in this case, make sure to right click and then copy to selected to transfer these settings to the rest of the selected spheres. Now hide your selection by hitting H so that now we can select the rest of the spheres and make sure that they have a higher mass. Then you can add a wind force with a high strength so that it blows away these particles. Because the spheres that make up our smiling face have a lighter mass, they are going to be the first spheres to move, leaving a silhouette of a smiling face. Then you can set up your camera movements and lighting and you're done. Thank you for watching. If you want to watch the complete slow version of this, you can just go to my second channel, Blender Money, and the video will be uploaded there so you can see clearly the settings I used.